errands. Please tidy up this place. No! Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
Hey ladies, we know you want to look your best, and beauty begins right at Best Beauty Supply. Conveniently located just a few steps away from the bus terminal upstairs of the Caladium Complex in Belmopan. Whatever the look or style is, we have all your beauty needs and hair accessories. We are exclusive distributors and carry products from Sensual Weave and Wigs, Masterpiece Ponytail and Braids, Nika K and Absolute Cosmetics, Diane Combs, Brush and other accessories, Dream Hair Appliances such as blow dryers and flat irons, heating caps and fashion jewelry. Yes, we've got you covered. Best Beauty Supply. All things beautiful.
Looking good, Mom. Hey guys, I'm off to run some errands. Please tidy up this place. No! Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, Prime Minister comments on the United States' decision to place indefinite pause on immigrant visa applications. GOB to construct new homeless shelters across the country. 38 third-year UB nursing students sworn in at striping ceremony in Belmopan. These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
Shop buildersbz.com today.
This newscast is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, Choose the number of occupants and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download MyDriver today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Welcome to Plus News for Friday, January 16th. I am Navia Ramos. Today, the Prime Minister gave his thoughts on the U.S. government's announcement that starting on the 21st of January, the United States will be placing an indefinite pause on the processing of immigrant visa applications by nationals of 75 countries, of which Belize is included. Countries to note include Yemen, Afghanistan, Iran, Egypt, Iraq, Russia, Thailand, Brazil, Barbados, Colombia, Guatemala, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The department says that processing will resume after a thorough reassessment of the protocols is reviewed. According to the PM, it's unfortunate that Belize was placed on the list, but the country has a good relationship with the U.S.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with CARICOM. I think it's just a belief that where President Trump, for some reason, you have this misconceived notion that foreigners or immigrants, when they go to the United States, they are going to just to benefit from the system. When every record will tell you that immigrants have built the United States. So it has nothing to do with punishing anybody, but you notice about 75 plus countries, and unfortunately, Belize is one of them. Yet, we really consider ourselves a good partner with the United States.
But then do you think it could get worse and that they're trying to send a message to us?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. But I can't speculate because even when the Foreign Ministry got in touch with the U.S. Embassy here in Belize, they themselves were not sure what really is taking place.
So clarity is still needed a bit?
I'm sorry?
There's still more clarity that's needed?
Of course, a lot of clarity is left because we still don't know. And even up to yesterday, the United States Embassy here in Belize was not sure. They have not gotten a full briefing as to what's taking place.
One of the most widely debated topics in recent weeks has to do with BTL's proposed acquisition of SpeedNet, NextGen, Southern Cable and Internet, and Centaur Communications Limited. Various sectors of the country have come forth stating that they are not in support of the move, causing the owners of Centaur and NextGen to pull out of negotiations with BTL. Despite two companies pulling out, conversations are still underway regarding whether or not the deal should go through. Today, the media caught up with the Prime Minister to get his thoughts on the latest updates. The PM says BTL should make their own business decisions and that GOB's role is to ensure that BTL is profitable and that consumers are protected.
I think there's a process, and we should allow the process to work. We need to appreciate that despite the fact that BTL is owned by the government and Social Security majority, because we have a lot of small shareholders, I think we should allow BTL to do a business decision. They need to do what they believe is in the best interest, and the board members have a fiduciary responsibility to BTL. And if they believe that the decision that BTL is making is a good one, they should support it. If it's a bad one, they should say no. But again, BTL is going through a process. They're meeting with different sectors, explaining, because a lot of I think what happened is that when the announcement was made, which is a process, you announce and then you go and talk to people. There was a lot of uncertainty, or people weren't sure what was happening. And now they have started the process of meeting. I know they've met with members of the Chamber and the Business Bureau, they've met with Social Security, and the plan is that they'll come to Cabinet on Tuesday to give us a full briefing.
But is government inclined to support that consolidation?
Well, it is not a matter of consolidation. Our responsibility is to ensure that BTL can be as profitable as possible. But at the same time, we have to ensure that the consumers are protected at all times, that they are not price gouged, and that they give the best service possible. Technology changes, so it's a lot of investment has to take place to be able to keep up. And that is where the Public Utilities Commission comes in. In my discussion with Minister Shabat, he said that the PUC is already working in setting up a regulation, an SI, whereby that he will sign, probably next week, whereby they were saying that there will be no rate increase probably for the next 12 months in the telecom industry, with or without any consolidation. Whilst I think no more than ever you start to realize that probably we need to start to put some regulations in that industry, in that sector, the same way you have it in the water and energy sectors.
Cabinet member Henry Charles Usher also weighed in on the conversation, stating that there needs to be more consultation and information before a decision is made.
I think that it certainly needs more consultation, it needs more discussion, and we need to look if the telecom provider is saying that the market is not available for more than one provider, then we need to see why, and we need to get all the information. So to say, oh, it has to be a monopoly, it has to be competition, until we have all that information, we wouldn't be able to give an informed answer. I'm certainly somebody in favor of competition. That's something that I've always advocated for. But it might be that economies of scale, it might be that the market is just not there for more than one provider, but we need to see that information before we can make a decision.
When you say we, are you referring to you as cabinet ministers or the public?
Both. I think that everybody needs to be able to get the information. Certainly at cabinet, we are supposed to get that information next week, I'm hoping, and then that information needs to be broadcast in the best way possible. You know, not saying that you have to give everything out there, but you have to be able to say, okay, this is the background, this is the policy reason for doing what we're doing before we take that next step. I'm prepared to listen to what is being presented and for cabinet to make a decision based on how cabinet makes decisions. So I think that it's important that we get that information, that the public gets that information, and then we move forward.
The Prime Minister also commented on the Leader of the Opposition's meeting with Lord Michael Ashcroft. Earlier this week, Leader of the United Democratic Party and the Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Tracy Panton, met with Lord Michael Ashcroft to discuss BTL's potential acquisition of SpeedNet, which the Ashcroft Alliance owns 77% of. The meeting was held on Ashcroft's yacht, which is anchored just off the coast of Belize City. The PM was asked for his thoughts on the Leader of the Opposition's meeting. While PM Briceño saw nothing wrong with meeting Ashcroft, he did question the venue of choice.
I think every leader has a responsibility to meet with anybody, especially in the business community or in any way. I think it's their responsibility. No meeting on a yacht, no, that kind of makes you question the judgment. I think you could have met her somewhere else. But I think there's nothing wrong with the opposition to be able to meet with Mr. Ashcroft for any investor in Belize.
Cabinet has approved the expansion of services for homeless and displaced persons through the establishment of new shelters in priority districts as a part of the ongoing Belize Homeless and Rough Shelter Initiative. The project, estimated to cost approximately 800,000 Belizean dollars, aims to address complex social challenges including mental illness, substance abuse, family breakdown, economic hardship, and the lack of long-term institutional care. Prime Minister John Briceño indicated that his administration is considering using profits from Bolido to help finance the initiative.
The Minister of Human Development presented a paper to Cabinet where they expect to spend over $800,000 to be able to set up new homes, not only in Belize, but in Orange Rock, to look after the north, in Cayo, and in Stan Creek. Homelessness is becoming a serious problem in our society, and it's a sad one. In many instances, many times these people have mental issues, and I know that lots of times people say, well, the family don't care for them. A lot of families try and they try and they try, they finally get frustrated, and then they end up on the streets. And now I think we believe that as our government and as a people, we also have a responsibility, a moral responsibility to do something for them. So the plan was presented to cabinet, it was approved, but then we need to look at the budget. I was speaking with the CEO of investment last night, and I'm suggesting that maybe what we could do from the Bolido has become very, very successful. Remember that the UDP, they were collecting about 2.5 million. This year, it seems that we're going to make about $25 million in profit, 10 times more than what was happening under the UDP. So I'm thinking that maybe we should take monies from the Bolido to be able to finance this.
The expansion of shelter services is expected to enhance protection for vulnerable populations, improve public safety, and strengthen Belize's social protection system. The police have confirmed reports that arrests have been made in connection with the financial irregularities at the Toledo Teachers Credit Union. According to reports on Wednesday, January 14th, 39-year-old Manuel Kokol, a police officer, was charged with 1 count of abetment to commit theft, alongside 24-year-old Kevin Jr. Sam, a loans clerk, with 1 count of theft. Not long after, on Thursday, 26-year-old Herman Carl was arrested on 1 count of theft. These arrests stem from investigations launched back in June 2024. After a report by then General Manager of the TTCU triggered an internal probe into the Bella Vista branch. Following this, an external audit was performed which revealed significant financial irregularities such as the fraudulent issuance of loans and the misappropriation of funds from members' accounts, ultimately leading to the termination of the entire staff at the branch in 2025. Since then, TTCU has reimbursed affected members using its credit union's reserve, while the matter was formally referred to the police for criminal investigation and recovery efforts. Authorities say that investigations are ongoing and further charges are not being ruled out at this time. We'll be taking our first break for the evening and be back with more news, so stay tuned.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Be a first-time homeowner. I always dream of owning my own home. I'm a single mom of 2 boys, so I want to leave something for my children.
In my case, moving up here in Ladyville in 1978, it was a similar housing program, and my grandmother bring us up here to Ladyville when I was 1 year old, and came into a housing program in the site area, and that changed our life completely because basically my grandmother said we were from house to house in Belize City. I had a roof over my head, I don't have to worry about moving and stuff like that, so I could feel the same joy that Ms. Shahid and others, the hundreds who have already received houses before. So I would like to see more of this get done in Ladyville, and of course the country of Belize. No?
Many young people right now, it's kind of difficult to get your own land and a home. So for me, it's a great opportunity to start. Because I know it's mine, I go invest in my own.
Well, we are starting the new year with a new starter house, no? And that is very good for all of us. With this will be the 8th starter house, It's 8 families that are benefiting. I would like we be inaugurating at least 1,000, but it's just one. And maybe in the future will be another one, and that is good. That is the way to continue this new year.
Pay early and save more on your 2026 property taxes. From January 1st to March 31st, 2026, your Belize City Council is offering incredible property tax discounts that you won't want to miss. Prepay your annual property tax by January 31st, 2026 and enjoy 15% off. Pay by February 28th and you'll save 10%. And if you pay by March 31st, you'll still enjoy a 5% discount. But wait, there's more! Senior citizens can enjoy a fantastic 35% discount upon full payment of property taxes for the property they reside on, all year round. Please note these discounts are available only to property owners who are up to date with their accounts. As you take advantage of this discount, we kindly remind all property owners of your responsibility to visit City Hall or utilize our online platform to complete your payments and to ensure your contact information is accurately updated in our system. For more details on these incentives, visit our Belize City Council Facebook page or give us a call at 227-3073, extension 261 or 264, or email our revenue department at revenue.admin@BelizeCityCouncil.org. Remember, your property tax supports cleaner streets, infrastructure development, and a city that keeps moving forward. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Mom. Drop it like it's hot.
Come to Banquet, find your way. Engines roar at the break of day. Volvo outboard surf the waves. Castrol oil is what they crave. Live with power, feel the sound. Heavy machines shake the ground. Riding Honda, feeling proud. Rev it up and shout aloud. Feel the wind against your skin. Smell so wide, let's begin. At Banquet, where dreams ignite. Gear up, and let's take flight. Kohler's power runs our towns. JCB lifts heavy pounds. Find the tools to build your dreams. Banquet's got the best machines. Grip the wheel and never slip. Feel the rush, it's time to trip. Every brand you know and love. Banquet fits you like a glove. Feel the wind against your skin. Smell so wide, let's begin. At Banquet, where dreams ignite. Gear up, and let's take flight.
Banquet, equipment, parts, service. We represent quality.
And we're back. Brian Edward Adinet, also known as Yellow Man, was granted a $1,500 bail after being accused of assaulting police officer and judge driver Kevin Lang. The charge stems from an incident that took place on Wednesday, January 14, 2026 on King Street near Amara Avenue, where a dispute over payment for food at a street vendor reportedly escalated. According to police, Adinet became disorderly after the vendor claimed he had not paid for a burger and 2 hot dogs he ordered, using profanity and acting in a threatening manner to Officer Lang. Coming out of the court today, Adinet denied the allegations, saying that he did not assault anyone. He also shared his side of what transpired and stated that he plans to file a formal report despite being refused the first time. Adinet is due back in court on March 16, 2026.
Me and the man, they got you back and forth over $20 right here was taxi stand. I can buy hot dog, me Alfonso nobody. The lady, they say I don't give her my $20. I tell her, miss you, why I give her $12 because I'm only $20 sweep. I got no more money. Only 20 I make up for me.
So how did they
And the policeman approached me and tell me I have to move from the spot and they cuss me out. I had to answer back the policeman. He know they have no duty.
Did you touch him?
Nothing, none at all.
Just words?
Just words. And he had charged me for that. Make one report. When I got to the police station for make one report for the morning, they tell them how he made go on with me. They refuse to accept my report.
Okay, so do you plan to go back and make a report?
I plan to go back and make a report, yes.
And what? So the report, what kind of report are you going to make against him?
I'm going to make one report that he cussed me out. Me no cuss me out.
Alright.
And he cussed me out.
Alright.
And me don't know that I'm not judge thing. He in the pan, he out there. He not a judge driver. He out there. They watch what hot dog stand. And then they get involved in a thing when they ain't concerned. And then he want to cuss me. I know they said, you want to deal with the matter before the court.
So you plead not guilty?
Plead not guilty. I mean not to do he nothing.
21-year-old Jardel Benjamin King of Independence Village has been arraigned and remanded to the Belize Central Prison in connection with a murder and attempted murder that occurred in Bella Vista Village, Toledo District, more than 4 months ago. King, a construction worker, appeared unrepresented before a senior magistrate in court number 2 on Thursday morning, where he was read 2 indictable charges: the murder of 20-year-old Nurjan Saron and the attempted murder of Saron's common-law wife, Nikki Feliciana Logan. No plea was taken, as the offenses are to be tried in the High Court. King was remanded to prison until March 13, 2026, and is expected to next appear before the Punta Gorda Magistrates Court. The charges stem from a shooting incident that occurred in the early hours of September 6, 2025. Police reported that Saron was shot while asleep inside his home on 4th Street, Bella Vista Village, alongside his common-law wife and their infant daughter. An armed intruder reportedly gained entry through the back door and opened fire in the bedroom. Saron sustained multiple gunshot wounds and died at the scene, while Logan was injured but survived. The infant was not physically harmed. Police said several expended 9mm shells were recovered at the scene. Logan was initially treated at the Independence Polyclinic and later transferred to the Dangriga Hospital. Following months of investigation, police submitted a file to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. On Wednesday, January 14, 2026, the DPP directed that King be charged with murder and attempted murder. King was detained that same day when he reported to the Independence Police Station, where he was required to sign in while out on Supreme Court bail for an unrelated matter. Court records also indicate that King has 2 outstanding traffic-related fines totaling $260. Which the magistrate ordered to be enforced during his remand. The Forest Department has reported recent enforcement actions under the Forest Act following 2 incidents of unlawful possession and transportation of forest produce. On January 9th, a joint patrol in the shipyard area of Orange Walk with rangers from Program for Belize and the Belize Defense Force intercepted 5 persons carrying 31 mahogany logs without permits. As a result, those persons were arrested and charged with unlawful possession of forest produce. The case has since been adjourned, with logs being in custody pending a decision by the court. 2 days later, on January 11th, Key Calker police intercepted a 25-foot vessel transporting 25 palm logs, measuring approximately 16 feet in length. The men on board were unable to produce a valid permit or a seaworthy certificate for the vessel. The 3 men, including the captain, were detained, with Johan Penner pleading guilty to unlawful possession of forest produce, to which he received a $7,500 fine to be paid by December 1st, 2026, or face 1 year imprisonment, while also facing separate charges from the Belize Port Authority. In light of these incidents, the Forest Department has expressed its gratitude to its partners for their support and has reminded the public that harvesting, transporting, or possessing forest produce without the necessary permits is a criminal offense. The public is encouraged to report to any forest-related infractions to the Forest Department's hotline at 610-1524. In a recent statement, the Ministry of Health and Wellness confirmed a developing measles outbreak in neighboring countries, Guatemala and El Salvador. According to the ministry, a total of 11 individuals with measles have been identified in El Salvador, which is 1 case, and in Guatemala, 10 cases. As of Tuesday, January 13th, most of these cases are linked to residents in or travel to Santiago Atitlán Soloja. Guatemala, however, in additional cases have been identified in Petén and Izabal. Alongside this, the measles outbreak continues to occur in North America, with cases being identified in Mexico, Canada, and the United States. Measles is a highly contagious, potentially serious illness, with symptoms usually appearing 7 to 21 days after exposure, beginning with fever, runny nose, and red eyes, followed by a rash, with infected individuals being contagious from 4 days before the rash appears until 4 days after. The ministry urges the public to contact their nearest health center or call the MOHW hotline at 0-800-MOH-CARE if you or a family member has recently traveled to Santiago Atitlán Soloja. The ministry says that Belizeans should note that measles is preventable through safe and effective vaccination, which provides lifelong immunity after 2 doses. The ministry says it continues to monitor the situation closely and has urged the public to remain vigilant and protected. We will be taking our last break for the evening and we'll be back with more news shortly, so stay tuned.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
For decades, BEL has powered Belize's growth and progress, lighting homes, energizing industries, and fueling national development. But in a world reshaped by extreme weather patterns, digital transformation, and evolving customer needs, the future of energy demands a new approach. The future of energy is now, and it's not just about new technology, it's about people and how we use, manage, and store power smarter. BEL is leading the transformation, blending modern advancements with the wisdom of sustainable energy practices. Integrating technologies will redefine how Belize produces and uses energy. With distributed generation and smart grid technologies, customers are becoming power partners. Energy is no longer a one-way street. BEL is making key investments that will reinforce the grid to make this a reality, ensuring energy security for generations. At BEL, we are more than an energy provider. We work to safeguard Belize's energy future, which will have demand response programs, where customers will be able to shift use during peak hours to take advantage of the new time of use or off-peak rate structures, customer energy portals, real-time insights and tools to track usage and manage energy smarter, smart metering, advanced metering infrastructure, faster, safer service and actionable energy insights, distributed generation, integrating rooftop solar, microgrids, and battery storage for two-way power flows into the national grid. Together, we are bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
That's me. My data done and I really need to get my order out today.
Really? Well, you can join our Smart Group plan.
Really? How that work?
Easy, let me tell you.
Whether it's family, friends, or your small business, we've got the perfect plan for every group. More members equals more savings, more connections. Smart Group plans bring the connectivity you love to you and your circle. No one gets left behind. Explore Share One package option and add on unlimited data, calls, and SMS for the entire group for less than $50 per member. Visit any Smart showroom countrywide or email sales@speednet-wireless.com to sign up today. Smart, bringing people together.
Start earning V-Bucks today. It's really quite easy. All you have to do is make a purchase at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember, V-Bucks is as good as cash. It's free money.
Download the V-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy.
V-Bucks, rewarding loyalty.
The Ministry of Public Service is the backbone of the country, as all government institutions would not be able to function without the service of public officers. According to the Minister of Public Service, Henry Charles Usher, they are looking at revamping the services, providing a better environment for the country's public officers.
We're doing so much already in terms of the training, in terms of improving the services, in terms of modernizing the public service to make sure that the services being offered to the Belizean people are up to date in terms of technology, different options, etc. But we have some big projects on board for 2026. We're looking at the comprehensive review of the salary structure in the public service. We're undertaking a comprehensive rationalization exercise in the public service to make sure that the jobs being offered are jobs that are needed, to make sure that they are in line with what the private sector is paying, things like that. We're also looking at pension reform. We're looking at that area as well. So we have a lot of areas that we want to work on this year, and I'm happy that the Prime Minister has allowed me to complete those projects going forward.
The University of Belize's nursing department commenced its striping ceremony earlier today, signifying a major milestone for 38 third-year nursing students. This ceremony marked the students' transition into advanced clinical training and a greater responsibility in patient care. Assistant Professor in the Nursing Department, Dr. Leolyn Castillo, described the program as a rigorous process, one that is designed to prepare students for hands-on clinical work as they confront diseases increasingly prominent in society.
Well, if you're looking at the third-year courses, they had a total of, 6 for pediatric nursing. They had 5 credit hours for pediatric theory, 1 for the lab, and then they had care of the adult population in the lab, along with family violence. So in total, they had 15 credits. It may seem as though it's a little bit, but it was a rigorous semester for these students. Because the students have been exposed to the theoretical foundation in caring for the pediatric client, and when you say pediatric client, we're looking at from birth up until 18 years, and they have looked at care of the adult population and looked at 18 years and beyond. So they have looked at health promotion, looking at disease states, particularly those afflicting our society, like for example cancer. You're looking at the child with leukemia, the child with sickle cell anemia, diabetes mellitus, hypertension, and there's a wide array of disorders that we have done this semester. So I am pretty confident that the students that were striped today have the competence, both clinically and theoretically, to deliver quality patient care to our residents of this country.
Addressing the ongoing nurse shortage in Belize, Castillo stressed the vital role nurses play in national development, stating that without a nurse, we don't have a nation.
I think nursing, as was said here today, is one of the best professions in our country. When you're looking at a nurse is one that is compassionate, one that has empathy, one that is genuine, and one that has unconditional positive regard for the clients that we serve. Without nursing, I believe that the health of any country is the wealth of the country. So these nurses embodies that acronym, or not that acronym, but that saying that if you're looking at our nursing students today, they will be the future nursing leaders of this country because we are sailing out to pasture. And so I wish them the best in their future endeavors, and nursing is where this country needs to be. Without a nurse, we don't have a nation, because without health, you will not be able to interview me. And so in any profession, the health of an individual is what determines the financial situation of our country.
Following the ceremony, we caught up with the first, second, and third recipients of the Academic Achievement Awards. The awardees shared why they chose nursing as a profession and their commitment to contributing meaningfully to Belize's healthcare system.
From a young age, I always saw myself working in medical. I wasn't quite sure where. However, I always envisioned myself working in an environment where I'm constantly learning and doing something in which I believe is quite meaningful. As I grew older, I narrowed my options and decided nursing. Nursing is the center of patient care. Nurses see a bit of everything, and nurses play an important role in holding it all together. During my journey in nursing school, I realized that this indeed was the right decision for me to make. I always encourage individuals who get the calling and want to become a nurse. If this is truly what you want to do, then nothing will go in your way from accomplishing your dreams. Belize needs nurses. Everybody knows this. Nursing is definitely a taxing career, but it is definitely morally earning, I would say. So I do support anybody's dreams who want to become a nurse, and I would never deter someone from their own dreams.
My mom is a nurse, so I was inspired by her to become a nurse because she is very caring, very compassionate with her patients and our family members. So that is the main reason I chose to enter nursing. So this field is very, very important because there is a rising in very different diseases, and being a nurse, you'll be able to help them in their most vulnerable state. So showing them compassion, caring, that would impact them in not only like physically, but emotionally, and we could care for them mentally as well. So helping them would definitely help develop our country.
I believe God called me to nursing. I had just finished my associates in biochem, and I didn't want to continue with biochem, so I was having like I guess like a career crisis. So I just prayed to God, and at that time I was really more like growing to love people and care for them. So I wanted to combine that with science, which I love. So then that's how I did nursing. I'm hoping I can find something I can specialize in because I don't know what I want to do as yet. So I'm looking forward to the different wards and testing out what I like and don't like, and also just getting that experience to break off whatever shyness I have.
Business owners of Orange Street in Belize City have taken initiative to support the local police department by donating a brand new 10 by 5 foot plastic shed to replace the old tents used by officers. The structure sits at a key point in the city, providing a more permanent and secure space for police to operate in an area that has seen a rise in criminal activity. Senior Superintendent Raimundo Reyes expressed the department's appreciation for the donation, noting that it will strengthen police activity and response in that area.
As you rightfully know, we have had police presence in this area for quite a while. At first, police officers used to use a tent, but because of certain reasons where we saw that police officers were not actually moving around the way how we wanted, and we had a spike of shooting incidents within close proximity, administration at that time decided to remove the tents, not only from this area, but from other areas within the city. But the community is the one who actually saw the need and donated this booth for the officers here. This is a key point within the city where we have people traverse from the Taylor's Alley area into the George Street area, and it's a business hub. So having the police presence here actually assists us in minimizing incidents of robbery, shootings, and so forth. So we welcome the assistance of the community. They say it necessary, they approach administration in Belmopan, and they agreed that yes, you could come assist us, and they donated the book for the officers here. Like how I said, we appreciate this is a donation given to us, the police department. It will actually shelter officers from the weather. That is one. From the heat, two. And it make them feel more comfortable when they have their time for their lunch hour, so forth, that they could have somewhere to sit down and have their lunch or breakfast. As I mentioned, we have had several shooting incidents, right in close proximity from here to the junction of Orange Street and George Street. And this is an area of foot patrol in actuality, that we have 2 police officers 24/7 that are assigned here, not only to stay here in the booth, but to do foot patrols within the surrounding. So we patrol both Orange Street, Glen Street, and we have Baghdad at the back. So they do a perimeter patrol every hour if possible.
And that's the news. Thank you for joining all of us here at Plus TV. Good night and God bless. I am Navia Ramos.